Welcome back, guys. Once again, we're going from 0 to 1,000,000 coins. So if you're new around here and you need a better team, make sure to drop a like down below. And as usual, if you want a chance to win an EAFC, all you got to do is subscribe and send me proof over on Instagram. We'll be giving them away at 14k. We're 100 subs away, so that's 7 of you will be getting copies. So make sure to send your proof over. And of course, as usual, if you want coins in a quicker way, well, so if you guys are sick of losing at FIFA because your team isn't good enough or you're not good enough at the game, then right now you need to head over to skycoach.gg. Not only can they coach you in your weekend league or play your games for you, you can buy any amount of coins you want, and all of the services get 10% off right now with the code PRORECALL. Go check them out below. Make sure to click the link in the description and let's get into it. So of course we need to start off by getting you some coins, and as usual we take our way to the SBC screen because of course the icons are where it's at. Now if you guys don't know already, we're not going to be doing one today, but you will have them in every other video. We've got the icon SBCs, the first two. You've got the bronze and the silver star one. So bronze, legend, rising star. As you can see on most icons that there are, I've done 2 of the 6 SBCs, or 2 of how many. Obviously on this one here we've missed out on 1, but basically all you do is you put 11 rare players in from bronze or silver. Obviously it will say in each SBC, and then you get what is essentially 2 tradable rare gold players. Now I know that doesn't sound like a brilliant return, but you've got to think bronze players, you'll probably either have them in your club for free, or you might go and buy them and you can literally pay, I think, 150 per card, so you can literally get them for min price. And obviously the return is usually quite a heavy weighted pack. Now of course at the minute lower end fodder, so like below 83, isn't great, so a little while ago when those were up it was brilliant, but right now it's still quite good. You do have a good chance of maybe like an 84 or an 85, and I know I said I wasn't going to do one, but I did think we'd done all of them. So I'll show you me opening this, and that's obviously one of the first easy ways to just build your coins if you have none. Now of course if you can't do this, if this isn't like an option to you at all, you've obviously got squad battles, you've obviously got div rivals, you've got foot champs or qualifiers, which can all get you in a position where you're going to have some coins. Taking tradable rewards when you have no coins is always the best option. So we've got an 82 here. We're probably looking at about 1,000 coins for him, so nothing great. And then realistically for Fana, that's going to be a quick sell. So we've made 1.7 back or 1.6 back, which isn't bad at all, but if you do all of the ones that you've got, there is a very good chance that you'll get a good player. Now of course while you're in the pack section, you might as well do your preview pack, because once again it's very unlikely with preview pack, if I'm honest, that you're ever going to get a good return. However, why not do them? Do you know what I mean? There's going to be one, you know, in the year I've had about 4 or 5 where I've been like, yeah, that's good. Or if you break even, it's always worth buying it to then just see what the next one will be. But of course we would come out of the squad building section. Usually we're going to have to go back in because it's Thursday, which means marquee matchups is here. So if we go over to the live section and we scroll as far as we can, let's have a look how far it is. It's probably right at the end as usual. Throwback marquee matchups, so they're kind of randomized. We've got Chelsea Arsenal, which is nice, and we got Juve Inter. Now the Chelsea player we just packed wasn't up in value, so I don't know if they've really changed much, but of course you need 1 Chelsea or Arsenal and then 1 Juve or Inter, so quite a simple one. You don't really need anything from the other ones, but we can take these 4 and turn them into filters. So we'll start off with Juve Inter. So we're going to go over to La Serie A, we're going to go over to Juventus, and you want to basically check first of all just gold. So that's the first port of call. Is there gold cards available? Right now there clearly is. So we'll go down a little bit further, see where that kind of stops. It looks from the sounds of things, what, 800 coins, which actually isn't bad. I wouldn't worry about that, especially with common cards. That's quite a good thing. So we'll go to 650. I would say these are going to sell from anything from 850, maybe 9 if you're lucky at your time in the market. I would say realistically we can pick them up at 7 and be comfortable with profit, but 550 there, really easy. Pop that up for 800, 40 coin EA tax. That's actually a nice little profit. So we'll move on to the next one. Inter, similar concept. It looks like these guys, let's have a look. These guys are probably going for a little bit less, so 650 might be the minimum you can kind of pick these up for. Does look like maybe they're not the ones right now. Let's have a look at the gold rare. That could potentially be lucrative. Looks of things, not really. So if you really want to go on the low end, if you go to maybe 550, I'd say 550 or 600 is okay with this team. Unfortunately we missed that one there, but you can see there are some good cards available. Now of course this is just because marquee matchups isn't having as much of an effect on the market as you usually would, but bonus is that it's going to be cheaper to complete the SBC. Now we're going to go over to a K with Chelsea. Now I do believe we already saw obviously with the player a minute ago, K doesn't seem like it's going to cut it. We might have to go down 750. You're looking at quite a few cards there. So Chelsea don't really look like right now they've got much in lieu of a filter from this. Arsenal, similar story. So we have to kind of take a little kickback on Arsenal and Chelsea. They're not very useful this time around. However, Juve and Inter, you've got a nice little filter. And of course, as usual, we've completed the marquee matchups. You get 5 packs back, and all you have to do is 4 squads. They're very simple. It's about 18k at the minute. And the reason we do this every week is because the reality is it's profitable. So I know I'm making coins. I want to show you guys how to make the coins, and it's also a little bit fun. You get to open some packs. Last time we got an icon shapeshifter. Now I don't think we're going to get that this week, but I do think we'll probably end up with a good result. So here, off the first pack, in theory, if we were to quick sell it all, we've made about 4k. Now if we were to sell all this off individually, I don't think it's much more. I would say about 5,000 coins. So 5,000 coins from that one, not amazing, not awful, it just, you know, it's all right. 5k from the first pack. So we realistically need to make another 13 to make up that 18k we spent, which is very, very easy. So this one doesn't look like it's really going to contribute much either. Let's have a look. We've got essentially, well, probably another 5k. So we're 10k of the way there. If we were to sell all these players, obviously it's a little bit less if you were to quick sell them, but that's kind of how quick sell works. So 10k back. We only need to make 8k out of these 3 packs. And I do think we're going to do that. I don't really reckon this one's going to be a huge profitable one, but we got to open some packs. It's always a nice chance. You've got some brilliant cards on the market at the minute. It's always worth giving it a go. That one, I want to say, is probably like a 10k, you know, including the hunters and things like that, including the chem styles there. So we send those up, send those down. So we're looking, we've already covered about 2k profit. So I think we've got 2k packs left. 2k, 2 packs, I can't speak, man, 2 packs left. It's been a bit stinky in terms of like, we've not really got anything good. That's probably like another 4k. So we've not got anything good, but we've made like 10k profit. Like after this one, I'm assuming it's going to be 10k. So it's good in terms of profit. It's a bit boring in terms of the packs. I haven't got anything good. But you guys, one of you is probably going to go in the comments saying you've got like Pele or something like that. So we got an 84, which is actually worth a little bit right now. So we probably made about 15 to 20k, I think, profit. So it's a win. It is definitely a win. And of course now, obviously, some of you are going to be like, oh, well, I don't want to do SBCs, I want to make coins. If you want to mill, you have to do marquee matchups. It's just part and parcel of the process. Now, because we had Arsenal in the filter, I do want to go through this one, interestingly enough. You got the midfielder, Italy, Premier League. You got Jorginho's, Arsenal, and Chelsea cards. So that's an interesting one. You do have to go gold rare, otherwise you will get that silver card coming up. So that's like an interesting one just to play around with if you've got some spare time. But don't worry, it's not one of the main filters. What we are obviously looking at is, obviously, shapeshifters. We can't really look at them too much because we've been through them. You know, there's only so many cards. A good one to go for first of all would be Premier League World Cup Path to Glory. Now actually, if you go to Chelsea, you're probably in the best position there because you have 3 cards, I think, and they've all dropped quite a lot. So we've got Koulibaly here at 50k, Zakaria here at 30k, sorry, and we do also have Pulisic at about 20k. So actually, between those 3 players, massive drops, massive opportunity because they've gone so low that, oh, 23 there, EA tax is 1.2. I'm going to take that and put it up to 25, purely on the basis that it's literally the only one on the market and there's probably a good chance it sells on. So 750 coins potential there. That's quite a good one. Now another one you can do, I think, if we go over to, I want to say defender, and you've obviously got Kyle Walker's card. We've got Romero and Koulibaly. That's a nice little defender one. Walker, a little bit more expensive. I mean, the fact that, oh, that card might be going in my team, I'm not going to lie, boys. 300k. I spent 500k on a pack the other day, and that is worth more than any bloody pack. But you've obviously got the defender version, so if you take that over, what, 30k, maybe 35? Oh, just over? 45. So you've got Romero there. You've also got the likes of Koulibaly. What is nice is that you've got them, you know, he's kissing the trophy. If you're a Spurs fan or you're an Argentina fan, I can see why you'd want that card. Obviously, I want the Messi card, but don't have 2 mil or anything near it thanks to the packs I've been buying recently. But we're going to move away from the Path to Glories in the Prem. We're, of course, going to go over to, let's have a look. Out of Position was an interesting promo. I feel like they didn't really do much with it after, you know, like they said they would. 60k for that Cancelo now. That is crazy. Salah's 100k. You've really had a drop on these boys. That is absolutely crazy. So I would say just literally go Prem, 20k. Oh my god, Perisic, sorry, is there. That is a crazy one. What is there any way we can get? I mean, forward might be, I don't know if forward really works because we've got a couple of cards that can go forward. You've got James, Fred, yeah, you can't really do forward with that one. So I would say just do Prem. It is crazy how much those ones have dropped. That was a big promo when it first came out, and I didn't expect it to be that low. Now, Team of the Year, once again, we can go, is it, ooh, where's the cheapest? Midfielder's got the cheapest because we've got, obviously, you know, Messi's not really included in that, neither is De Bruyne. But when you find your like of your Modric, you've obviously got him there. I mean, these guys are all a lot cheaper than I'd expect, but 400k and 400k and 300k maybe for Bellingham and Modric. I think if we go 430, it's just Modric. Maybe Bellingham's a little bit higher. So Modric is not a bad filter if you're going for the team of the years. If you go midfielder, of course, you can do team of the year, Liga Santander and Real Madrid. We've gone through this one before. It's always worth mentioning. It's a nice little filter. You've got two of basically the cheapest team of the years there. So Courtois and of course Modric. Obviously Militao, Benzema, not really quite as cheap, but you know they're part of the gang. Of course, going over to the quality, we can. Let's have a look. Obviously, guys, we are kind of hard pressed for filters now. It's a little bit more difficult to find them. Trophy Titans Heroes was an interesting one. I don't think we really got much other. So we got Torre. We obviously got the centre back from the Bundesliga or the Serie A. I can't remember his name. What were Lucio? So we got Lucio and we got Torre. That was pretty much it. The rest is pretty trash. So on this one, I would honestly just suggest going to about 30k maybe. Lower. How mud was that promo, by the way, guys? That was just a wasted promo. Now, in terms of the icons, I thought that was pretty cool. You obviously got some cheaper icons, which obviously would be the next port of call. You want to pop over to them because they're easy to snipe and they are, I mean, what have they done to my boy? Do you know what I mean? Like, that 21 might be nice though. Let's have a look. 22. This one I'd say compare price is the way to go because you'll probably pick up some at 20, but the issue is people, you know, there's a bit of sporadicity in the pricing, so you kind of just got to know your way around the game and know what's going to sell. Now, if you enjoyed this video or it made you any coins or you want a free copy of FIFA, then go click that subscribe button. And of course, I'll see you guys tomorrow.